BP Show is the BP Show. It's the BP batting practice show with Joe and Thomas.
Happy Saturday. It's the BP Show here at Heritage Financial Park. He's Joe Facile. I'm Thomas Zinzarelli. Brooklyn Cyclones and Hudson Valley Renegades continuing their series here tonight at the ballpark. 6:05 first pitch. It is Game 5 of a 6-game series, in which it was a long one yesterday, Joe. Game that took 3 hours and 47 minutes, but right back here bright and early. Again, 2:05 first pitch tomorrow. Take a look at the highlights from yesterday. 8-7 final score in favor of the Cyclones, in which the Renegades, first team to get a few runs in the contest. Runners at second and third. Familia just a little swinging bunt the first base line. Spencer Jones scores, made it 1-0, and then Spencer Henson, home run down the left field line, his 10th of the season, tying his career high from a season ago. And which ball just hugging the line, staying fair. Stanley Consuegra got the Cyclones on the board in the third inning. A little flare into shallow left that dumps in front of Anthony Garcia and Ben Cowles. Made it 2-1 before Hudson Valley got the bats going again in the bottom of the third. A sacrifice fly from Ben Cowles and to center field. That will score Spencer Jones from third base with his speed. And 3-1 Renegades at that point in the contest. Which it was Brock Selvage who was making his high A debut. He was gone after this, though. Or before this, it was Luis Velasquez in the ball game. RBI single for Alex Ramirez, who had 6 hits in the contest, a double and 5 singles. And this had a game that had 5 lead changes. Here's one of them here, DeAndre Smith, an inside the park home run in the 7th inning. Broke open a 3-3 tie, make it 4-3 Brooklyn. And this is just the beginning of the tip of the iceberg, really, for all his lead changes.
Yeah, it was a wild last couple of innings. Renegades ended up getting a run back to tie things up at the bottom of the 7th inning. Ball deflected off the bat of Spencer Jones. There's Eduardo Torrealba coming in to score after Smith couldn't come up with it. Got it back even at 4. Then Christopher Familia delivers. Both he and Spencer Jones with 3 hits in last night's ball game, and some big ones down the stretch, 7th, 8th.
Indeed. And then right back at you, William Lugo double just over the head of Garcia in the left field. Ties the game back up 5 in the 8th inning, which, guess what could happen next? Well, the Renegades come back with an 8th inning of their own. Fielder's choice here for Spencer Jones. Garcia scores, ball gets away, which then there was a ensuing rundown.
Are we going to show the whole rundown here?
It was a wild one. I'm glad that Dennis Sheen, our official scorer, must have had a field day with this one.
Well, 6-2, 4-2, tag.
Tag, okay. Just a long, where the ball was held for a large portion of it as well. It's 6-5 against Renegades. Top of the 9th inning, Carlos Gomez in the contest on the mound for the Renegades. Base hit through the left side from Ryan Thomas, scores Omar De Los Santos. And then Kevin Parada, RBI single, make it 7-6 at that point. As the Cyclones would get another 3-run. Top of the 9th inning, for a ball through the left side of the infield, gets past Junior Tillian off the bat of Spencer Henson. Christopher Familia scores, who led off the frame with a double. But really nice defensive play from Lugo, down to his knees, throws to second, fielder's choice. That was the contest in the 9th inning as the Renegades were knocking on the door once again. 8-7 final score. 28 combined hits yesterday between both sides. Again, mentioned just briefly, but Brock Selvage, though, one of the top 30 prospects in the Yankees system, 4 1/3 innings in his high A debut. Donnie Ventura got better as the game went on. He was a starter for the Cyclones, and Manny Rodriguez picks up the win in the contest, with Eli County picking up the save for Brooklyn. Take a look at the standings, where both teams currently sit right now. It's still just a half a game lead on Aberdeen. Well, those two teams are really starting to position themselves away from the pack. Renegades obviously have the playoff spot, so winner of the second half crown in the North Division standings would face Hudson Valley, and right now it seems to be Brooklyn or Aberdeen, the two teams that may be vying for a playoff spot. Bowling Green in the South Division, 4 games back as well, starting to see some separation in both sides of things as well. Take a look at the pitching matchup for today, though. See what we got rolling for us. New York Yankees number 6 prospect Drew Thorpe gets the ball against the right-hander Yoander Suarez, and which Thorpe, again, has just been on an incredible run since the beginning of June.
Yeah, Thorpe's got a chance to set 2 Renegades single-season records tonight. If he picks up a win, he'll be the first Renegades pitcher to ever win 10 games in a single season. And he is 7 strikeouts away from tying Mitch Spence's single-season strikeout record. So 7 to tie, 8 to become the all-time Renegades single-season strikeout king. Could be an historic night for Drew Thorpe.
I definitely want to see that at Heritage Financial Park then for sure. For Suarez, on the other side, somebody we've seen a handful of times already this season. This will be his 4th game he's pitched against Hudson Valley, his 3rd start. Comes in with some good numbers head-to-head, so don't be fooled by that 6.17 ERA. He's got a 2-1 record, a .50 ERA, and 12 innings tossed against the Renegades this season. Take a look at the lineup cards for both sides, starting with the visitors in this one. Very eerily similar lineup. Omar De Los Santos is slotted in.
I don't know if it's eerie.
Look, you know, maybe there's some fog in the background. I guess it'd be a little eerily similar. But De Los Santos came as a pinch runner yesterday, so he's back in the starting lineup card today. Cesar Berbesi as well, the bottom of the order, but pretty much same 1 through 6 we have seen in the series, just a few tinkering 7 through 9. Renegades lineup card for those Renegades Pick'em contest contestants want to find out. This is the starting lineup card for the Renegades.
Augustine Ramirez back in. Christopher Familia, 3 hits yesterday, including a double. Run batted in.
I'll play. It was a big-time score. We'll get to those scores later in the contest as well. Then Aldani Sanchez and Luis Santos coming in 8 and 9 in the lineup card here today for Sergio Santos. Well, what's going on in the ballpark here at Heritage Financial Park? It is Saturday night. If you didn't know, 6:05 again.
I did
first
know,
pitch.
actually, that it was Saturday.
You did?
Yep.
It just lose track of days sometimes. You know, a 6-game series, especially as a 9-game homestand. This is game 8 of 9.
Oh, believe me, that's why I know it's Saturday. There's only 2 more to go.
He's counting down the days until the off day. It is Copa night, if you didn't know that.
There's no off day this week.
We sleep in October.
Got to get on an airplane. Ooh, what an off day.
Flying out of Hickory, North Carolina. I don't know where you fly
Charlotte.
into. Charlotte, and then take a bus to Hickory. How far is that drive, you know? Didn't know. Man, you spin around some parts
Fly
of
to
Salem.
Charlotte, drive to the middle of nowhere. That might as well be, make a left, and then it'll be right there where the barn
Go
used
straight
to
in.
be. Yeah.
It is Copa night, so it's Noche Buena, as the Renegades will be the Phenomenals and Mascarados del Valle de Hudson here. It's a little where their Copa jerseys again, but Noche Buena is a Latin tradition for Christmas Eve. So you'll see a couple of Christmas props up around the ballpark tonight. I know tomorrow is Christmas in July, so kind of a nice little transition into that in tomorrow's contest on Sunday.
By the way, tomorrow, the Renegades here at Heritage Financial Park are hosting a toy drive for the Salvation Army. So if you're going to come out to tomorrow's game, Christmas in July, bring an unwrapped, unopened gift. We're going to be collecting them, donating them to the Salvation Army to kind of kick off the Christmas in July season.
Christmas spirit here at the end of July. No, definitely come out to the ballpark, bring a toy. A whole lot going on in the ballpark also tomorrow as well. I know there'll be a giveaway to the first 1,000 fans, a Christmas ornament. So why not bring a toy, get an ornament in return? We'll hand it off things there when you come in the gates tomorrow. But again, today, Saturday dance party, post-game fireworks as well, on top of being Copa night at the ballpark. And in terms of the Christmas spirit, I figured try to rattle off some things for maybe our favorite Christmas holiday traditions. So here's my top 5. It's a lot of top 5 rankings this week, as it will be tomorrow. Just kind of Christmas foods.
Are these traditions or are these foods?
Kind of both. I put a little both in there. It could be anything. I don't know. It could be very open-ended.
That's a weird.
Well, because I don't know if I had 5 favorite
opening
foods.
presents.
Oh, eggnog.
Seeing family.
Yeah, honestly, I could put an eggnog in there.
Pumpkin pie. It's just all over the place.
So yeah, that's what the BP show is. It's always all over the place, you said. But sure, number 5, see what we got. I always love a white Christmas. I don't like it
You
where
love that? You
don't-
want to be shoveling on Christmas, or if you're
that's-
driving
that
somewhere?
was the caveat.
Dealing with
just give me a nice
driving?
little covering. Nice little covering.
Get out of
It's
here.
not a pain
White
driving.
Christmas,
Don't have to shovel it.
Snow on Christmas.
Yeah, it's
Snow
nice
on
to get a little-
Christmas is
go
nice
to
in
church.
concept, but in reality, it's the worst thing ever. You don't want it. You got your grandparents out there in the car. You got to worry about them getting out in the snow and driving late at night. It's a hassle.
See,
White
that-
Christmas, the seal of
See, that's the
disapproval.
thing, though, is that I go to my grandparents then, so they
Even
don't have to worry
worse,
about
then
anything.
you have to go shovel for them. Who wants to shovel on Christmas?
I
Not
know,
me.
my grandparents, so they lived in a development where they had people do the landscaping. So it's a nice little 55 and up retirement community for you. Don't got to touch a shovel, touch a lawnmower, rake any leaves.
Hassle. It's all a hassle. Anyway, moving on.
Christmas Eve NFL. It's a favorite. A couple football games.
Sometimes, though. It's not
Yeah.
all the time.
It's always a Saturday, though. It's a Saturday that usually leads up to it. Sweet potatoes, big sweet potato fan. So.
just above the NFL. Sweet potatoes. You got to have sweet potatoes 12 months a year.
Yeah, but I always love it around the holidays. It's nothing
Right.
like sweet potatoes on Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Okay.
Just one of my favorites, you know. I could have put eggnog in there. I do love some eggnog.
It's just like, yeah, sweet potatoes, like, I don't know
probably
if
one
I
of my favorite
would call
foods.
them a Christmas food.
Yeah, that's true. I
Anyway,
don't know. I just always put it in there in the holidays.
What's number 2?
ham? love some good ham.
Like, yeah, like a roast ham. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll allow that as a Christmas food.
Yeah, and this
Okay.
is kind of my number one. It's kind of a tradition and talks about food as well as you might envision on Christmas Eve. 7 fishes.
7 fishes. Mm-hmm. That's your number 1?
Yeah, Feast of the 7 Fishes. So it was always great. You know, we never kind of, now we're just eating just whatever seafood we could get. So I know my great aunt and uncle would make you ever had like stuffed whole hogs?
No.
Okay, so it's a good Rhode Island tradition. Obviously, and it has seafood in there. So basically comes in like a shell, and then you kind of just eat out of it.
Yeah, it's like
and
a
seafood.
clam. Yeah.
So that was always like one of my favorites as well. We kind of threw like shrimp in as there because like obviously not everybody likes all types of fish, so we kind of cheat a little bit on
Listen,
it. But
scungeel salad's not for everybody.
yeah, no, that would not be our Feast of the 7 Fishes. As I said, we like shrimp. Everybody loves shrimp. Who doesn't love shrimp? Well, cocktail sauce. So, but yeah, we kind of we have our 7 fishes that way. But those are just kind of 2 of them that we end up doing. Have some salmon. Doesn't love salmon either. So yeah, it was one of my always kind of favorite Christmas traditions growing up. And then have the ham and sweet potatoes, some eggnog, a little fire going.
Fish and sweet potatoes. I know, different days.
I'll go to the same place, as I always say. I don't know, any of your favorite traditions that you have on Christmas for your family?
I mean, we just eat a ton.
Yeah.
That's really it's a marathon, not a sprint. It
That is true.
starts early in the day, it goes late at night. There's just
Red wine and conversation.
multiple rounds of dessert. It's good.
Gotta
times.
love it. That's why I always love Easter, though, too. I always get some ham pie, and I always love get a little Boston cream pie for dessert. I was just always big. My aunt always loved Boston cream, so we get that mixing with like 6 other different pies. Who doesn't love the holidays as well? Again, it is Noche Buena night at the ballpark. Phenomenos and Masquerados de Valle de Hudson. Renegades wearing their Copa jerseys. For those maybe watching the game too, chance for you to win at home. 2 free tickets to Renegades home game this season. It is the Renegades Pick'em contest. Pick 3 players. You've already seen the starting lineup for the Renegades. 3 players. Renegades active roster, position players. Scroll back on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching, and comment those names below. Have to be Joe and myself. Only 1 winner per night. Take a look at some of the scores from yesterday, and Joe Vasile just absolutely pummeled me yesterday. 47-7. You lead 3 games to 1 in the series.
Yep, that's what happens when you get a couple of guys with 3 hits and you have 2 guys who didn't play.
Exactly. So good to see Augustin Ramirez back in the lineup today. I'll have 2 out of the 3, and I think you have all 3 in the lineup today. So take a look at some of the fans did at home, though. And Kyle Young, I believe he got 1 more than you.
We tied.
So
What are you talking about? I had 47, he had 4. We had the same players. He got 1 more than me. What are you talking about?
Okay.
This is why I've been against you being the keeper of the spreadsheet the whole year.
Yeah.
You're trying to fudge Fudge this.
Oh, I apologize to Kyle
He
Young.
picked the
I thought
same
Kyle
players
won
as me.
tickets. Yeah. Wasn't looking at that.
Good. I mean, good job.
Good
nice
job.
pick.
Nice pick.
Didn't beat me.
Rich Thorpe came close again. I heard Rich will be at the ballpark today, so he's got some tickets.
Hey, it's good
He's
times.
come close a few times as well. Definitely get your picks in, though, before first pitch. Want to hear from you. Maybe give us some of your favorite Christmas traditions as well. Love to hear from you, or whatever holiday you celebrate around these times. But
Well, around these times, the only thing we're celebrating is Isaac Kennan, one of our ticket sales associates'
yeah.
birthdays today.
maybe
Happy
you can bring him a
birthday,
cake,
Isaac.
bring him a slice of cheesecake or something like that.
I think he wants brownies.
Wants brownies. Ooh, love brownies. It's always a favorite of mine. I always love a good brownies sundae in the summertime. Give me a nice brownie sundae. I don't know. Feeling like one of those tonight. I'll have to find my brownie fix somewhere. Maybe bring one for both of us. I don't know.
Where
again-
you're getting brownies from?
I don't know. Maybe across the street. I don't know.
Yeah.
Find somewhere. Make my own. But again, Renegades and Cyclones, they wrap up their series tomorrow. 6-game set. It'll be the end of a 9-game homestand. 2:05 first pitch. So if you can't make it out of the ballpark today, definitely come out tomorrow. But again, tonight, it is Noche Buena, Saturday Dance Party, post-game fireworks. So Mets and Yankees High Affiliate Subway Series, minor league style edition. And if you can't join us here in the ballpark, you can join us on the broadcast as well. He's Joe Facile. I'm Thomas Cinzarella. See you back here tomorrow via high noon BP show. But until then, we'll see you on the broadcast.
Bye.
BP show is the BP show. It's the BP batting practice show with Joe and Thomas.